Have you ever encountered a dog like this? Or worse yet, do you have a dog like this? Not only is it an unpleasant experience, but it's dangerous for all involved, including your dog. Don't just roll over. Today's show can help you get a new leash on life with Fido. Stay tuned. An obedient, well-behaved dog is a healthy, happy dog, which makes for a happy owner and a pleasant, peaceful coexistence. On this program, you will learn how to train your dog to respond to some basic commands. This is the foundation that will allow you to have an appropriate and productive relationship with your dog, casting you in the dominant role and ultimately giving you control of any situation, both inside and outside of your home.
We will now review some basic training guidelines, both do's and don'ts, and then cover 4 basic commands. Sit, down, stay, and come. First, let's start with the tools necessary to successfully conduct a training session. You need dogs,
Meet Tag and Miko. They are today's instructors.
Unfortunately, they could not be with us today due to previous engagements. You'll also need a leash or lead and plenty of treats to reward a job well done. And lastly, let's not forget our dog trainer. He could not be with us today because he has a job. Okay, now that we know what we need, let's get started. Let's begin with some basic training guidelines.
First, for the do's. Do keep lessons short. They should last no more than a couple of minutes. Otherwise, the dogs get distracted. Do speak commands clearly, enunciate syllables, and give commands only once. More than one command will confuse the dog. Use commands frequently. Even when you are not in the midst of training, use them throughout the day. Always reward with a treat. Hand signals can help the dog understand the command. And always praise for a job well done.
And now, more importantly, this is what you don't want to be doing.
Now for the don'ts. Lazy Susans, bad idea. Make sure your dog is on solid ground. Do not train multiple dogs. Otherwise, it's very confusing for the dog. Keep your video equipment out of the dog's way. Keep your dog focused, make eye contact, and do not allow wandering.
Miko.
Always use a lead. The lead should not be dragging behind the dog. Don't make your dog dizzy. It's very bad for training.
Over. Now for the commands. Every well-mannered dog knows the sit. Let's start there.
On which most more advanced commands are based. These are the steps. Say sit as you hold a treat slightly above the dog's nose. You may need to apply some pressure to his hindquarters initially. Here it is again in slow motion. And here it is from Tag's perspective. When he sits, give him a reward and praise lavishly. Repeat 5 times per session, 2 sessions per day. After 4 days, reduce frequency of treats until eliminated. Tag does the advanced version of sit, which includes high five. Don't try this at home unless your dog is fully indoctrinated in the sit command.
Oh, good boy.
Now we are ready to move on to the ever-popular down command, the most successful command for quieting a rambunctious pup.
Repeat the sit command. Drop your hand with treat to the floor between the dog's paws and say down. Here it is again. And one more time. Drop your hand and say down. Reward and praise when he complies. Repeat 5 times per session, 2 sessions per day, and reduce the frequency of treats after 4 days until eliminated.
Our third command, stay, is especially helpful when away from home. It provides control in social environments and allows for appropriate interaction with dogs and humans alike.
Once again, we begin with the sit command. Give a stop hand signal and say stay. Walk back at first a couple of steps and then lengthen and repeat the stay command. Praise and reward when he obeys. Let's see that again. Sit, stay, walk back, stay, reward and praise. Repeat 3 times per session, 2 times per day, reducing the frequency of treats after 4 days until eliminated.
The last command that we will review today is come, the most advanced of the 4 essential in keeping your dog away from trouble and by your side.
It is critically important that you keep your dog absolutely focused while training for this command. Initially, all environmental distractions should be limited, if not eliminated. Dogs must be on leads for this exercise. The steps are as follows. Give the sit command, stand tall, and give the stay command, say come. Give the signal by sweeping your right arm across your body. Here it is again. If there's hesitation, tug on the leash. Stand 1 to 2 feet away at first and lengthen with time. Repeat 3 times per session, 2 times per day, reducing the frequency of treats after 4 days until eliminated. And here's one more look at the entire process. Don't forget to reward and praise.
Today we learned how to train our dogs to respond to 4 basic commands. Once again, they are sit, down, stay, and come. Responses to these commands ensures the beginning of a pleasant and productive relationship with your dog, and ultimately a happy and safe pooch. Thanks for joining us today for another edition of How Do I? And tune in next time. Remember, let sleeping dogs lie.